We come to you live from sunny Southern California. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams here at Staples Center, the house that Jerry built.
Jerry Buss or Jerry West?
One's a logo, but both, Jay, are legends. The opening tip corralled by the Lakers, and we're underway in downtown Los Angeles. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Los Angeles, they have it. Ball to Kyle Kuzma. Here comes the screen. Oh, Davis up to turn that one away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Payton. To Davis. Short jumper won't fall. Caldwell Pope to James. LeBron James missed his first. That one goes.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Randall to Holiday.
Take coming.
Elfrid Payton against the great shot blocker Chandler. To Holiday. Beyond the arc for 3. It's good. And he's not done. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
The defender cannot be caught with his hand staying in the cookie jar. What I mean, contesting that pocket. You have to keep that hand going in and out, going in and out. Keep the offensive player thinking about where your hands are at all times.
Drew Holiday with a chance at a 4-point play. For his career, 78% at the line. You can count that one. 4-point play. Ball into the front court. They trail by 2. Screen coming. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
Pelicans have the basketball. It's blocked by Chandler. Couldn't keep it in. Off Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Screen coming. Anthony Davis against Chandler. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Anthony Davis at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Free throw good to finish off the 3-point play. The lead is up to 5. Ball with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Ball to James. Lets it fly from long range. Oh, LeBron James. Not much more the defense could have done. He hits the contested three. Veteran move right there.
Still blows my mind that this young man is 16 years in the NBA, has not had one bad injury, but more importantly, it's about the respect of the game. That's what LeBron James brings to the table when you think about basketball. You respect the game, you get the benefits.
To James. And the rebound comes down to Holiday. Holiday in possession. Lead is 2. Payton to Julius Randle. To Payton. And the Lakers have the rebound. LeBron into the front court. Down just a couple. To Kyle Kuzma. Look out. Big finish at the rim.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to cement his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Into the game for the Los Angeles Lakers, number 9, Rashad.
To Holiday. Almost. Unlucky bounce. To James.
1 minute remaining in the first quarter.
Plenty of contact. The shot no good.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
New Orleans has it. To Davis. No good.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
They'll get it down to Davis. Can't connect from in close. That misses with 2 seconds to go. We're through one from Staples Center with the Lakers on top. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Jay, 1 quarter down. Both sides getting a feel for where this game is going.
Yeah, both teams have came out. They played with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
Here comes the screen. Down low to Mirotic. 5 to shoot for the Pelicans. Trying to cash in. The shot by Mirotic, no good.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
From long range. Not that time. He missed it. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
To Caldwell Pope. Knocked loose. Pelicans have it. Holiday. Los Angeles has the basketball. Has a look. Kentavious Caldwell Pope. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
The savvy players, they create contact. They throw their arms in you. They even throw their bodies into you. And as soon as you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
Down low to Mirotic. Knocked loose. Lakers have it. To Caldwell Pope. And the rebound comes down to New Orleans. Rondo into the front court. They lead it. 4-point game. To Caldwell Pope. Goes to the left side. Deep two there. Won't go.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
Whistle stops play. Timeout New Orleans as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter.
The first 1,000 fans in our next home game will receive a free team poster. Even better, 3 lucky fans will win a poster that's been signed by the entire team. Show up early for your chance to win.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Subbing in for the Los Angeles Lakers, number 2, Lonzo Ball.
Holiday to Davis. Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Lakers ball. Sizing up the defense. Has a chance. Shot by Lonzo there. No good.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
New Orleans down to 4 in the shot clock. Holiday. Trying to cash in. Lonzo with it. Final minute, first half.
Hey, you got the screen right.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Ball. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Davis. Lakers at the controls right now. Oh, emphatic slam.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Holiday controls the basketball. Down 6. Davis. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. 3 for 3 in this first half.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
The assist from number 55.
Ball shot off the mark. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That'll do it for the first half. The Lakers have the lead.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Lakers didn't hold back in that opening half. And these guys have every reason to feel good about how they scored effectively in that opening half. Great offensive display. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Pelicans have got themselves in a bad situation that seems likely to only get worse. At this point, it's all about pride and mental toughness. A comeback is not impossible, but it's also not likely.
Game track. Steals.
As long as there's time left on the game clock, no lead is truly safe. They just have to be ready to seize every opportunity in the second half.
Player of the half. Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
New Orleans going to take it up. Holiday. Probing the defense to Payton.
Screen coming, screen coming.
Wide open look, won't go. Ball with the basketball. His guys lead here, early stages, third quarter. To Caldwell-Pope. Here comes the screen. Caldwell-Pope to James. Fires the 3. And the rebound comes down to the Pelicans. Payton into the front court. The deficit is 6. To Davis. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready. Ball into the front court. He'll run the offense. James to Ball. Shot from the lane won't go.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
Holiday to Davis. Going to launch beyond the arc. Anthony Davis, not sure why he was left so wide open.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
James. From the painted area, won't go down.
Cultures have communication. Great cultures have teammates that are willing to push you to limits that maybe you didn't even see that you had. But right now, there's no leader on this team. Everybody's just going their separate ways.
Here comes the screen. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Just like Linsanity in New York, Kuzmania took LA by storm his rookie year. There's no doubt he has crazy talent, but it's his heart that endears him to the fans and his teammates. Even though he was drafted late in the first round, Kyle Kuzma is the one.
Lonzo Ball with the rock to Caldwell Pope. To Ball. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Has a look. Caldwell Pope off the mark.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Hayden, they go down to Davis. Anthony Davis, now 4 for 9.
Old school equals high percentage.
Now the Lakers gonna use a timeout as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Ball to Kyle Kuzma. Short jumper misses. Hayden with the basketball. His guys now trailing by a point. To Davis, down low. Anthony Davis. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%. Ball with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Oh, not a good pass as the Pelicans come up with it. Hayden to Davis. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. Who compares to AD offensively?
We would be doing a disservice if we compared AD just to one player. He's an amalgamation. Think about Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Marcus Camby. Throw them all into a blender, you get Anthony Davis.
Hayden into the front court. Leads 3. To Davis. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And when we start talking about some of the top players in the game, can we talk about the guy that got first team All-NBA for the 3rd time in 4 years? Can we talk about the guy who was the 2nd leading scorer in the league last year with 28 points per night? Can we start mentioning AD's name with the best in the game starting now?
two for AD.
The assist from number 33, Wesley Johnson.
Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. The Pelicans in front. It's Lakers ball as we start the fourth quarter. They trail to this point, but you'd have to say this one's up for grabs.
And the new style we play with in this league, all it takes is 3 quick threes, and you're right back in the ballgame.
Here comes the screen. Deep left corner, down for McGee. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Holiday in possession, up by 3. To Julius Randle. To Davis. Able to convert inside.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Kuzma. The drive, right to the basket. And he hits.
And this kid has a chance to be a Laker great. Went from averaging 9 points his rookie year to 16 in his sophomore campaign. Brandon Ingram is a name that you need to recognize.
Holiday to Davis. Add 2 points to the board.
Ed, did you see what this pass just did? Now it encourages his teammates to move with more sense of urgency because they understand that next time down the court, they might be on the receiving end of that pass.
Here comes the screen. Kuzma down for McGee. Here's a chance from long range. Rebound gathered by Holiday. Payton with the basketball. Leads 5. Down low for Davis. Almost, and he's not getting the call. Los Angeles, they have it.
I got him. Here we go.
And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Holiday, so it stays with the LA Lakers. Changes coming from both sides right now. Ball. Chance for LeBron James. Yes, it drops. A little drama on that one.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
To Payton. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Caldwell Pope. To Ball. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. Here's LeBron for 2. And he drains it.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
New Orleans will take it up. Holiday. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Pelicans. Lonzo with it. His guys down 3. to James. Ball. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Lonzo Ball. And it's Davis for the rebound. Payton to Davis. And count the basket inside.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Kuzma to Ball. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Ball. Off the mark. Payton into the front court. Up 5. Has a chance. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Lonzo Ball with the rock. To James. 4-3. Oh, LeBron James. Not much more the defense could have done. He hits the contested 3.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Entering the game for New Orleans, number 30, Julius Randle.
Now the intentional foul as they get it with a little under 20 seconds left to play.
Too close to call right now. We're in clock management mode. That was a good play.
First one, count it. Two for 2 on that trip. Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout. They'll need a quick shot and then likely a quick foul in what is now a 2-possession game. Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
It's the Pelicans who come away with the victory as they win this one by 4. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Pelicans did what great teams do best, finish. And it's always great to watch a team with such an unselfish approach to the game. Plenty of assists were delivered throughout this contest. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the New Orleans Pelicans. The Lakers lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment. When a team goes back and review the film, coach will probably find areas of improvement. But one thing he can't say is they should have shot better. They did a great job of scoring in this game. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game track. Field goals.
Neither of these teams were able to make much of an impact on defense. As you can see here, they were each pretty successful with some efficient scoring.
player of the game.
Anthony Davis really impressed me with the way he redirected shots. Watching him block shots was only slightly more fun than watching how his teammates were reacting to them. Here's our top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.